Hands up on the thing here. Hypnosis is about some physical relaxation and some mental relaxation. I could tell you, George, physically relax, and you would. However, I'm going to teach you how to physically relax very completely, very quickly, and very easily. Physical relaxation is all about muscle relaxation. When you think of it, the only thing physically that we can relax is our muscles. Now, we have big muscles and small muscles. The small muscles relax much easier, much quicker, and much more completely than the big muscles. What we can do is to start small. Start with a small muscle, let that relax. Then we can take that relaxation that we have in that small muscle and spread it to our larger muscles. When we do that, we can become very physically relaxed very quickly and very easily. The smallest muscles we have in our body are in our eyelids. 16 muscles, smallest muscles in the human body. They're also the easiest to relax. You may notice that maybe at night, if you're up late watching TV and you're tired, those muscles may just relax all on their own, right? What we can do is we can start with those muscles, and I'm going to show you the smallest muscles that we have, and I'm going to put all my attention, I'm going to let my eyes close down and just concentrate on these muscles in my eyelids. And I'm going to let them relax as much as I possibly can. Now, the most relaxed I can let them become, which is very quick and very easy, is that they're so relaxed they just won't work, right? Can't get more relaxed than that. So when I get to that point, it's very quick. I'm going to hold on to that relaxation, not let it go. Then I'm going to go ahead and test them. See my eyebrows? Mm-hmm. As long as I don't let go of the relaxation in those eyelids, those eyes just don't work. From there, I can let that relaxation spread down my cheeks, my mouth, my lips, my jaw, down the back of my neck, side of my neck, front of my neck, just like a warm wave going down my body, relaxing every muscle as it passes by. Now, I can open my eyes. That's because I'm in control, and so are you. But I can also choose to relax my eyes so much that they just don't work. Okay? Sound like a plan? Okay, this is simple stuff. Okay? So close your eyes down, George, and just concentrate all your attention on your eyelids. Don't worry about anything else. And just let them relax. See, it's okay to relax today, George. That's all you have to do for the rest of our session. Just relax. And let those eyelids relax so much till you get to the point you feel they're so relaxed. As long as you don't let go of that relaxation, they just don't work. And when you're ready and you feel they're so relaxed, they just don't work, I want you to go ahead and test those eyelids just like I did and prove to yourself that as long as you don't let go of that relaxation, those eyes just don't work. And when you're ready, you can go ahead, give me a yank with your eyebrows. Go ahead, good. Now let that relaxation from those eyelids spread like a warm ocean wave, maybe an ocean wave like late in the summer when the water's real warm and you feel it coming in over your feet. Feel it coming down to your cheeks, to your mouth, and your lips, and your chin. Feel that wave coming down the back of your head, down to the back of your neck. Feel it coming down to all the muscles in your jaw. Feel that relaxing. As I said, it's okay to relax today. Feel it coming down the sides of your neck, the front of your neck. Feel that wave going down your shoulders, taking out any stress or tension or anxiety. Feel it flowing down your arms, relaxing every muscle as it passes by. Down to your chest. Feel it coming down to your stomach, down to your hips. Feel that wave going down to your thighs and go up and over your knees, down your shins and calves, down to your ankles, down to your feet, and out to each and every toe. And notice how quickly and easily you become very completely physically relaxed. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to ask you to open your eyes then I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, George, I'd like you to send another warm wave of physical relaxation all the way down to the tips of your toes. However, this time, I'd like you to make that wave 10 times bigger, 10 times warmer, and I'd like you to allow that wave to physically relax you 10 times as much as you are right now. Now, just by wanting this to happen for yourself, allowing this to happen for yourself, expecting this to happen for yourself, and in fact, insisting that this happens for yourself will make this happen for you. It's just the way it works, okay? 1, 2, 3. Open, close. Big wave now, George. As I said, it's okay to relax today. That's right. 10 times as physically relaxed as you are. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3 once again. Once again, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes, and once again, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes this time, I'd like you also to send another warm wave of physical relaxation all the way down to the very tips of your toes. However, this time, I'd like you to let that wave double the physical relaxation you have right now. Make it twice as much, okay? 1, 2, 3. Open, close. That's right. As I said, it's okay to relax today. Notice how good that feels and how quickly and easily you've become very physically relaxed. Now, if you followed all my instructions up to this point, which I'm sure you have, you're nice and physically relaxed. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to touch your wrist. Is that okay? When I reach over, I'm going to reach over and I'm going to pick up your right wrist in a moment. And when I pick it up, I don't want you to help me. I just want you to go on relaxing. And when I pick it up, I want to feel it loose, limp, lazy. I want to feel it so relaxed it just feels like a wet dish rag or a rag doll. Now I'm going to pick it up, and don't help me. Just let it be heavy. Good. I'm going to pick that up. Notice, imagine your whole body as relaxed as a wet dish rag. Loose, limp, and lazy. As I shake that, just feel yourself physically relaxing more and more and more. Just like a rag doll. Loose, limp, and lazy. Now I'm going to let this drop, and it's going to plop down the arm of the chair, and you're going to relax more. Good. Now I'm going to pick up your left wrist, and George, just let that be heavy also. Don't help me. Good. Loose, limp, and lazy. Just feel your whole body just like a wet dish rag. As I shake that, feel yourself physically relaxing more and more and more. Good. I'm going to let that drop. It's going to plop down the arm of the chair, and you're going to find yourself much more relaxed. Good. Good. You're doing good. In fact, you have all the physical relaxation that we need to do all the very good work we're going to do today, and we are going to do life-changing, wonderfully good work. Now we're going to mentally relax. In a moment, I'd like you to count backwards out loud, slowly, from 100. And in between each number, I'd like you to double your mental relaxation. Relax your mind twice as much. And you'll find that if you do that, you'll go back a few numbers. It won't take very long. Maybe to like 96 or 95. You'll discover that those numbers will become very dim, very distant, very far away from you in your mind. And then you'll find that those numbers just won't be there for you anymore. You'll discover that you've just relaxed them right out of your mind. And they just won't be there anymore. They'll be gone, completely gone, gone. Now, I can't do this for you. However, if you want this to happen for yourself, you allow this to happen for yourself. In fact, if you insist this happens for yourself, this will happen for you. It's just the way that it works. Now, I'm going to count to 3, and I'd like you to begin. 1, 2, and 3.
100.
Now double your relaxation in your mind, George.
99.
Double it again.
98.
Dim, distant, far away.
97.
Want them to go and no go.
96.
Just relax them right out of your mind. So that they're just not there for you anymore. That's right. Banish them from your mind. Insist that they go. Don't want them. Don't need them. That's right. Are they all gone, George?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. You'll find with every number I say, you can become more deeply and more completely relaxed. 10. Notice that your attention's turned inward now. It's kind of like you're in your own little world. And you also notice that you've become very calm, very peaceful, very relaxed, and very at ease. You'll be pleasantly surprised to discover that as every moment passes, that you become more calm, more peaceful, more relaxed, and more at ease. You'll find that you can always become more deeply and completely relaxed. You'll find that with every breath you exhale, you naturally become more deeply and more completely relaxed. And you'll find the sound of my voice will always help you and guide you, always to be more deeply and more completely relaxed. And 9, you'll hear cars go by, you'll hear phones ringing, you'll hear noises inside and outside. But they won't bother or disturb you in any way. They'll seem very far away and just allow you to become more deeply and more completely relaxed. You're always able to become more deeply and more completely relaxed. Every breath always makes you more deeply and more completely relaxed. And the sound of my voice always helps you to be more deeply and more completely relaxed. Good. And 8, finding that the deeper you go, the better you feel. And also, the better you feel, the deeper you go. It's wonderful how that works. You see, you're always able to continue, always going, always deeper, always. Every breath always takes you, always deeper, always. My voice always guides you, always deeper, always. And 7, as the mind relaxes, the body relaxes. And as the body relaxes, the mind relaxes, all working together as one. Always able to continue, always becoming more deeply and more completely relaxed, realizing that now. Every breath you'll find just naturally is always making you more deeply and more completely relaxed. Every moment that passes by is always making you more deeply and more completely relaxed. And the sound of my voice is always guiding you, helping you always to be more deeply and more completely relaxed. And 6, finding that the more you let go, the more you can let go and become more deeply and more completely relaxed. Just like that. That's right. Always able to become more deeply and more completely relaxed. Every breath always making you more deeply and more completely relaxed. And the sound of my voice always helping you, guiding you, always to be more deeply and more completely relaxed. And 5, letting go completely, completely letting go in every way. That's right. Always able to continue, always going deeper, just like that. Every breath always taking you always deeper, just like that. My voice always there, always guiding you, always helping you, always to be more deeply and completely relaxed. And 4, letting go more and more and more and more. Just when you think you don't have any more left within you to let go and become more deeply and completely relaxed, you'll find that you're always able to discover a little bit more within you and to be able to let it go and become more deeply and more completely relaxed. That's right. Always becoming more deeply and more completely relaxed. Every breath continues always to make you more deeply and more completely relaxed. And my voice, you can always follow that to become more deeply and more completely relaxed. Good. And 3, I'm going to pick up your wrist and let it drop, and you're going to find you go much deeper. That's right, way down. Always continuing, always to go deeper. Every breath, always continuing, always to take you always deeper. My voice always guiding you, always continuing, always to go deeper. And 2, letting go more and more and more. The more you let go, the more you can let go. And go deeper. Always able to become and continue to become more deeply and more completely relaxed. Every breath naturally always makes you more deeply and more completely relaxed. And my voice always guides you. Always to be more deeply and more completely relaxed. And 1, I'm going to pick up your wrist and let it drop, and you're going to find you go much, much deeper. Way down. That's right. And today's a wonderful day for you. Today is a day that you've made a choice in your life, so that when you leave here today, you can say, I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. And you'll find it to be very easy for you. You know, today it's like coming to a fork in the road of your life. And there's 2 different ways you could go. There's a road to the left, a low road, that is the road from today going forward as a smoker. But there's also a road to the right, a high road, which is the road from today going forward in your life as a non-smoker. And George, I want to show you what's on these roads. And I'll walk with you. And let's go down first to that road to the left. That's the road of today going forward in your life as a smoker, just if you have been. And as we walk down this road, you'll notice that the temperature starts to drop. It starts to get cooler. In fact, it's starting to get cold. It's starting to get very cloudy and gray. And as we look around on this road, there's not much to see. There's nothing much alive. There looks like there may have been some trees, but they seem to be all dead. And we look around, there's just dirt and rocks. We notice that there's nothing really alive around. We don't hear any birds singing. We don't see any animals, rabbits, or squirrels. It's nothing. And as we continue to walk, it continues to get darker and colder. And we notice that it begins to rain. And we look around and we wonder, is there any place where we can be safe and protected, where we can seek cover? And we look around and there's none. It's all open and we're exposed. And we notice we're getting very cold and very wet, and it's starting to get darker and darker. And we look around and there's no place for us to go. There's no place for us to hide. There's no place for us to be safe. We're exposed. And we decide to call out because we need help. And we call help, anybody, help me. And we hear nothing. We realize that we're all alone, that we're exposed. And we notice that we begin to cough and we're having trouble breathing. And we feel a great weight on our chest. We can't get our breath. We feel like we have a fever. And we're wet. And we're cold. We begin to shake. And we cry out again, anybody, please help me. And we realize we're sick. We realize we're in pain. We have terrible pains in our chest. Our whole body hurts. and we don't know what to do. And we realize, as we look ahead, we see that this road doesn't go very far. And we realize that we shouldn't have come down this road when we had a choice, when we were at that fork in the road. And we needn't have come down here. And we realize that it's not only us suffering, it's all the people we love and the people who love us. We've put them through more than they ever deserved. And we realize it wasn't fair. It wasn't right. And we never should have done that. And we know that we're never, ever going to forget that. Ever. And we're going to take it with us wherever. And we'll always have that shame. We'll always have that guilt knowing that we didn't have to come down here. We had a choice. But George, let's go back to the fork in that road, and I want to show you what's on the road to the right. That's the high road of today going forward in your life as a non-smoker and remaining a non-smoker for the rest of your long, happy, and healthy life. And you'll notice as we walk up this road, it's very different from that other road. The sun is shining. Everything is wonderfully alive. We have trees, bushes, flowers. We can smell flowers. We feel the sun coming down, like the sun hits our body. And it's not hot, but it just feels so wonderfully warm and alive. It feels like the sun goes right through our clothes and just goes right through our body and makes us feel warm, alive, and good. And as we continue walking up this road, we notice that we feel younger, we feel more alive, and that life is very good. We're happy. We feel physically wonderful. And as we continue walking up this road, we hear the birds singing and everything. It's just gorgeous and lovely. And we notice we start to hear voices. And we stop. Stop with me, George, and listen. We notice that we recognize those voices. You see, George, those are the voices of the people you love and the people who love you, your family, your friends, the people who depend on you, the people that you depend on. They're all there on this high road. And you realize now that this is the road that you want to be on and need to be on, that you have to be on. This is the road that you belong on. And as you look forward, you'll notice this road goes a very, very long way. The rest of your long, happy, and healthy life. Now that you know what's on both of these roads, let's go back to that fork in the road. And George, I want you to choose which fork you want to be on. If you want to stay on that low road as a smoker, let your inner mind lift that finger. But if you want to get on the road as a non-smoker, that high road, and be a non-smoker for the rest of your long, happy, and healthy life, let your inner mind lift that finger. Good. Now, in order to get on that high road, we have to throw that habit out of your mind. And I want you to think of your smoking habit as a black box in your mind. It has in white letters written on it, smoking. But over the years, it's become all yellow and sticky. Now, that box has a lot of wires going into it. And see, George, those wires are the connections that you've made in your life, between things in your life, to cigarettes and smoking. And in order to throw that black box, throw that habit out of your life once and for all, we have to remove all those connections, pull out all those wires. Now, some of those wires are big, thick wires. Some of them are little, thin wires. But they all have name tags on them. And they all signify connections that you know you have with cigarettes or smoking in your life. Now, there's one in there, a big connection, that says, wake up, or first thing in the morning. Has a name tag on it. I want you to go find that wire, find that connection. I want you to put both your hands around it, grab it, use your foot if you have to, and I want you to yank that wire out, yank that connection out, so that that connection is never ever there for you ever again in your life. And when you pull it out and remove that connection once and for all, so it's never ever there for you ever again in your life, you're going to feel a great sense of relief, because this is a great load off you. And when you get that connection out, it's removed, and it's never ever there for you ever again, let your inner mind lift that finger and tell me it's all gone. Now go in and get it. Use your foot if you have to. Yank it out. And when it's all out, let your inner mind lift that finger and tell me it's all gone. And you feel that great sense of relief. Rip it out, George. Good. Notice how good that feels. See, you're getting your life back a piece at a time here. And we're going to do this once. And this is going to work wonderfully for you. This is going to be one of the best days ever in your life. And you'll never forget this day, because the rest of your life is going to be possible because of today. Now, there's another one in there that says brushing your teeth. And you want to be able to brush your teeth. We have to brush our teeth. We want our teeth to look nice and be healthy. But you don't want it ever connected to cigarettes or smoking ever again. So I want you to go in there, find that connection, find that wire, find that name tag, put your two hands around it, use your foot if you have to, and just yank that connection out so that that connection is never ever there for you ever again. When you get it all out and you feel that sense of relief that you got another piece of your life back, let your inner mind lift that finger and tell me it's all gone. Good. Notice how good that feels. Now, there's other things in there. There's one that says last thing at night. Last thing at night, you want to go to bed. You want to sleep soundly and deeply all through the night. And you know, from today going forward, you're going to have a great peace of mind that this is finally all behind you. And you're doing the right thing, and you have your life back. And you're going to find tonight and every night going forward that you're going to sleep soundly and deeply all through the night. You're going to feel better, healthy-wise. You're going to feel more contented, and you're going to have a great peace of mind within yourself. You're going to find this to be very valuable. So I want you to go in and find that wire, find that connection that says last thing. And I want you to use your two hands, use your foot if you have to, and just rip it out so it's never ever there for you ever again. And when you get it all out and you feel that wonderful sense of being clean and that wonderful sense of relief because this was a burden holding you down, let your inner mind lift that finger and tell me it's all gone. Go ahead, go get it, George. Good. Notice how good this feels. Now there's a bunch of other ones. One big one is driving. And see, the thing is, you have to drive. You have to go to work. You have to go places. Places to go, people to meet. But you don't want it ever connected to cigarettes or smoking ever again. In fact, you'll notice today even that your car doesn't smell that well. And that you'd really rather not be smoking in there. You'll notice from today forward that it stinks in there. And you'll find yourself cleaning it out, maybe this weekend, maybe the holiday weekend. You'll get up and spend some time in the car, cleaning it out, putting the past where it belongs in your past. And you'll find that you enjoy driving much more without smoking. You'll find it smells better. You'll find that you're more comfortable, relaxed, at peace and at ease. You'll find it easy. You no longer have any need or desire to smoke. So I want you to go find that connection with driving, find that name tag, put your two hands around it, use your foot if you have to, and yank that out so that connection is never ever there for you ever again. And when you get it all out, so that you know that connection is never ever there for you ever again, let your inner mind lift that finger and tell me it's all gone. Good. Go ahead. That's right. Now there's a bunch of other, there's one in there that says after meals. I want you to grab your 2 hands, use your foot, yank that out when you get it all out so that you have no connection ever again with after meals and cigarettes or smoking. So that after meals you can sit back and relax and enjoy your meal. Let your inner mind lift that finger, get it all out. And one by one. Okay. Now there's a bunch of other ones in there. There's one that says, when the bell rings at work, when you break. When the bell rings, you want to be able to take your break. You don't want to ever connect it to cigarettes or smoking ever again. You want to be able to spend your break doing things that you like, things that are good for you, things that you enjoy. Find that wire, find that connection. Use your 2 hands, use your foot. Yank it out so it's never ever there for you ever again when you feel that great sense of relief of finally being free from this. And that connection is never ever there for you ever again. Let your inner mind lift that finger. Tell me it's all gone. Good. Now there's a bunch of other connections in there. There's one that says big thick wire that has a name tag on it that says fucking. And you know what that means. And you don't want that ever to have any power over you. No. In fact, you want to be able to say fuck it to cigarettes and smoking. Because you see, cigarettes and smoking are not your friend. They were a false friend. They were an imposter. And they're trying to kill you. As we sit here, they're trying to kill you. And you're not going to give in to that. You're not going to let cigarettes or smoking kill you. In fact, you want to say to cigarettes and smoking, fuck it. You're not going to win. I'm going to win. So I want you to find that connection, find that wire, find that name tag, grab it with your hands, and yank that connection out so that that connection is never ever there for you ever again. And I want you to finally feel that sense of relief, knowing that has no hold on you. And when you get it all out and feel that sense of relief, let your inner mind lift that finger and tell me it's all gone. Good. Notice how good that feels. Now, there's a lot of other connections in there, George. It's been a long time. You've smoked a long time, but its time has come today. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. On that high road with the people you love and the people who love you, where you belong, where you need to be, where you want to be, and where you deserve to be. And you need to be there for those people and for yourself so that you're there for some very important parts of your life. Places where you'll be wanted and needed. There'll come a time in the future when you'll be able to look back to this very day and say, if I didn't do that, if I didn't change that very day with hypnosis, this day wouldn't be possible. I'd either be terribly sick or dead, and I'd have missed all this, and it would have been heartbreaking to you. Something that you were supposed to be there for, something that you wanted to be there for, something that you needed to be there for, and you weren't. You can't let that happen. But things are changing today. Now, there's a lot of other connections in there, George. There's things like any change of taste, or food, coffee. There's things like creating an opportunity. What is an opportunity? It's like putting a nail in your coffin. You don't want to do that. There's things like sneaking. And the thing is that you don't want to have to sneak anymore. You want to be the man that you're supposed to be, the man that you are. Times when you're alone, we all have times when we're alone, but we don't want to ever connect it to cigarettes or smoking ever more. Now there's There's other connections like getting in the car, stress. Some of them all these are connections and all these are wires. Some of them big, some of them are small, but they all have name tags and they all signify a connection that you've made in your life at one time or another with cigarettes or smoking. In order to throw that habit out of your mind once and for all, right here and now today, you have to remove all those connections, all those wires. Now, some of them may have things like looking for an excuse to be alone, like go run errands. And see, that's nothing that you really want to be doing anymore. When you run errands, you want to run errands and you want to be efficient and live your life the way you want to. See, today, you're going to be in control of your life. No longer will cigarettes or smoking have any control over you. Now, things like getting in the car, almost home, last chance, just before bedtime, passing Wawas, landmarks, shame, gum flipping, smoking pot. You can smoke your pot. Has nothing to do with cigarettes or smoking. And around other smokers, when you're around other smokers in the future, you don't want to avoid them or hide from them. You don't want to run from them or be scared of them. They won't bother or disturb you in any way. Things are going to be exactly the way you want them to be for yourself. And you're going to enjoy each and every day for the rest of your long, healthy, and happy life. Now, there's still all these wires, all these connections there, and some of them you may not have even realized you had. Some of them may have the names of emotions on them, like anger, other emotions. Some of them may have the names of feelings on them, such as impatience or boredom. Some of them may have the names of places on them. Some of them may have the names of people on them. Some of them may have the name of things on them. As I said, some of them you may not have even been aware that you had, and some of them may have been from a long time ago that you forgot. But nonetheless, they are all connections that you have in your life with cigarettes and smoking. And in order to get that habit out of your life once and for all, right here and now, we have to remove all those connections. So what I want you to do, George, is to go through each and every one of those connections, each and every wire. Grab the wire, look at the name tag, use your two hands, use your foot if you have to, and just yank it out so that connection is never ever there for you again. And just like the other connections you remove, you'll notice that with each connection that you remove, you feel a great sense of relief, a cleanliness, and a feeling that you're getting your life back bit by bit. You'll feel stronger and more alive. Now, I want you to go through each and every one. Take all the time that you need, but be completely thorough. In order to throw that habit out of your mind, we have to have all these removed. Some of them are little thin ones. Don't let any of them hide from you. Make sure you get all of them. Be complete and be thorough. This is one of the most important things in your life. So I want you to start and take all the time you need. Go through each and every one by one. Look at the tag, grab them, use your foot if you have to, and just yank them out so those connections with whatever it is never ever there for you ever again. And when you get 100% completely done, absolutely thorough and complete, and you're positive, absolutely certain that there are no more connections in your life to cigarettes or smoking, I'd like your inner mind to lift this finger and tell me you're all done. And you can start now and go through them one by one. Some of them you may not even know you had. Some of them were from a while ago. Feelings, emotions, boredom, impatience, nervousness. But get each and every one. Be absolutely 100% thorough and complete. Do the best job you've ever done on anything ever in your life. 100% thorough and complete. With each one you remove, you notice you're feeling more like you again. You're getting your life back, one connection at a time. No longer will cigarettes and smoking be in control of you in any way. You'll be in control of your life. You'll finally be able to say, I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. Get each and every one, George. Be complete and be thorough. Go ahead, get them all. You don't want anything to hold you back. You're getting your life back, one wire at a time. Get them all. Don't let any of them hide from you. You're better than them. You're more powerful than them. You're in control of your life now. You're taking control. That's right. Get them all. Get each and every one. Every single one. Don't let any of them be sneaky on you. Don't let any of them hide from you. Get each and every one. That's right. Notice with each one you feel a great sense of relief. See, these are burdens. These are things that are holding you down into a habit that you no longer want or need in your life. You want to have your life back today. Today's about becoming free again. You're in control of your life. No longer is cigarettes and smoking going to control you. Your life is going to be 100% better. And you can't get better than that. You're going to feel wonderful and proud of yourself today. You're going to feel better than you felt for a long time. Get them all, George. Make sure they're all gone. Don't let any of them hide from you. You're better than any of them. You're stronger than any of them. You're more powerful than any of them. That's right. Get each and every one. Good, good. Now let's get rid of that habit out of your life. Now, George, that black box, that smoking box is in your mind. That has two handles on it. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to grab one side of it, and I want you to grab the other side. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing it back and forth 3 times, and then we're going to throw it. And I want you to watch that box in your mind, because it's going to be like we threw it off into space. And you're going to be able to watch it go off into space and get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then it's going to come to a point where it's just not there for you anymore. It'll be gone, gone, gone. See, we're throwing this habit, this box, this cigarettes and smoking into your past. So cigarettes and smoking will only exist in your past, where they belong. They will never be in your present and never be in your future anymore. So, when it gets to the point you can't see it anymore, and that cigarettes and smoking are only in your past, not in your present, not in your future, I'd like your inner mind to lift that finger and tell me they're all gone. Now let's swing it back and forth. And 1, and 2, and 3. Let it go. Watch it go, George. Smaller and smaller and smaller. That's right. So it's gone. Gone, gone. It's just not there for you anymore. That's right. Watch it go. Good. Now you can finally say, George, something that you've been wanting to say for a long, long time. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. Such a great relief to be able to say that, isn't it? Remember when you were in like grammar school, they used to make you write something on the chalkboard over and over. Imagine yourself in your mind just writing that over and over so that it becomes a part of you that you'll always have for the rest of your long, happy, and healthy life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. Notice how good it finally feels to be able to say that and say it truthfully. You're not pretending anymore. See, you're different now, George. You're on that high road now with all the people you love and the people who love you. And you'll find this to be the easiest thing that you ever did. See, today is like coming home, George. You've been away for a long time, for years. And you're finally coming home. And it's so great to be home. There's no place like home. You see, you were born a non-smoker. You were always meant to be a non-smoker. And you finally got yourself on that high road today where you belong, where you want to be, and where you need to be. Imagine yourself always in your mind, just like that little George back in school, first grade or second grade, writing on the chalkboard. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. You'll find that you don't miss it. You don't need it. You don't have any desires. In fact, you don't think about it. You'll see people smoking, like outside Wawa or at work. They won't bother or disturb you in any way. In fact, if you smell smoke or see somebody smoking, it always makes you feel good, knowing that you're a non-smoker, and you'll easily and effortlessly remain a non-smoker for the rest of your long, happy, and healthy life. You know, you used to have a switch in your mind. It was kind of like a light switch that had desire for cigarettes written on it. I want you to reach in your mind and just turn that off. And those desires and urges are all gone. They have no power over you. You're in control of your life. No longer does cigarettes and smoking have any control over you. You're in control of your life. And you're a non-smoker, and you'll easily and effortlessly remain a non-smoker for the rest of your long, happy, and healthy life. And this hypnosis will work wonderful for you. It'll make things smooth and easy for you. You'll notice how good you sleep tonight, and how much at peace you are when you leave here today. You'll have no need or desire for cigarettes. In fact, you may have a desire to clean out your car. And you just feel so happy and clean and free. Because, see, you were a prisoner. You had somebody you thought was an old friend, but that friend was trying to kill you. And there's no place in your life. You have places to go, people to meet. You have family. And you didn't want to get sick. Not only make yourself suffer, but make others suffer. You'll never have any regret about today. Because if you'd have stayed the same as a smoker, you'd have had terrible guilt and terrible shame. Your family wouldn't have been able to look you in the eye. They'd think, what did you do to us? Why? Why did you do this? Why do we deserve this? What did we do to you? But now you never have to say that. You can hold your head high as you write on that chalkboard in your mind each and every day. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. That's who you are. That's what you do. Your life is going to be wonderfully positive, positively wonderful from today going forward. You're going to feel clean. When you leave here, it's going to feel like you're floating on the air. When you drive down, when you come to a stop sign for the next day or two, and you stop your car, a wonderful feeling of relief is going to come all over you because you've stopped smoking. You're going to be able to celebrate it. And you notice you're going to sleep better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to feel more alive. If you ever have any thoughts about cigarettes or smoking, you'll treat it just like a fly buzzing around you and chase it away and say, not in my life. Out of my life. I have no place for you. I'm in control of my life. No longer do cigarettes or smoking have any control over me. I'm in control of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker the rest of my life. You'll be pleasantly surprised, George, how smooth and easy this is for you. You'll find yourself a week from now thinking, it's just magic. I don't have any thoughts, any desires, any needs for cigarettes or smoking anymore. I turned off that switch in my mind, and it's just not there for me anymore. Exactly as I told you it wouldn't be, and exactly as you'll very quickly come to realize. It is magic. That's right. Today is a great day in your life. One of the best days of your life. You'll always be able to look back at today. Maybe in the future, maybe 10 years from now, and realize, I'm so glad I'm here. I would have missed today, and it would have been wrong. But I didn't have to, because I finally said, I'm a non-smoker, and I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. You finally came home to where you belong, George. It's kind of like finding an old pair of slippers that you haven't found for years. And you put them on, they're so warm and they fit so well, and they're so comfortable. You've been away for a long time, but now you're home. Nothing ever would bring you back to cigarettes or smoking ever again. You wouldn't permit it, and you wouldn't allow it. You have all the power and all the strength you need. You're going to feel a great load is off of you, a great burden. It's like carrying around a bag and every day somebody's putting a rock in it. Well, you've been carrying that bag for years and years and years. And finally you can leave that habit here. Cigarettes and smoking exist only in your past, not in your present, not in your future. Today's a wonderful day for you. Smooth and easy. It's like magic. It's a wonderful, happy day for you. Now you can remember to forget or forget to remember any of the things that we've done today, George. It doesn't matter. Because you know your inner mind will remember all of it for you. And it'll all work like magic for you. Remember, in your mind, that little George, that little boy, is writing over and over, I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. I'm a non-smoker. I'll be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. And every time he writes that, he makes it easier for you and more powerful. He's working behind your scenes in your mind to make all this work for you exactly as I'm telling you it will and exactly as you know it will. Smooth and easy, like a hot knife through butter. That's right. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and you'll find with each number, you can emerge yourself from this state. The next time we do this, you're even going to go deeper, and it's going to be more powerful. And things will work exactly as you hope they would. 1, feeling life going through your body, feeling alive in every way, happy, sure to yourself, feeling better than you felt in a long time. Everybody's going to be proud of you, but most importantly, you're going to be proud of yourself today was a very good day. Not only did you give yourself a gift, you gave a gift to everybody that you love and everybody who loves you. And 2, you can feel blood going through your arms and legs, noticing how good you feel. It's like you've had a long nap for a long time, and noticing that you're really refreshed, you're really rejuvenated. You feel like you've been recharged, almost reborn, and you feel ready to go. And 3, you may feel a tingling in your fingers or tingling in your toes. That's because you've been so relaxed for so very long. It's kind of like just like waking up from a wonderful, wonderful, restful nap. And you may have a desire to wiggle those fingers or wiggle those toes because it's kind of just like waking up. And you really notice how really, really good you feel. 4, you can feel your mind starting to become sharp and clear, all your thoughts starting to come into focus, noticing how really good you feel. It's almost like if you got up in the morning and put ice cold water on your face. It would make you awake, alert, and alive. Getting ready when I say the next number to be able to open your eyes and tell me how good you feel. And 5, open your eyes, George. How do you feel?
Sure good.
Good. You did good.
Did I?